judge. And once I click on, if you would hit those three dots next to my name at the top, and then it'll bring up to make co-host,
Okay.
and then I'll ask you, are you sure, or whatever, send yes.
And Karina, when I'm looking at the order setting the hearing, it says on here 2:30. And you're muted. You are muted.
That's when the hearing was set for, was 2:30.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because
Because I was kind of surprised that person tried to get in so early. And the confusion, because the Zoom invite is set for 1:30, but I was very clear and I reiterated with Ms. Bartay, who said, I told them that
Okay.
even though it says 1:30, it starts at 2:30.
Okay.
Did you do the making me co-host yet?
No. All right. Well, then we don't need to sit here for the next hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Van Orden's paralegals on the phone.
Okay.
You muted.
Probably not.
Hold on. I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
All right. What's your connection to the case here? I'm making a note.
I'm Kristen's father.
Okay. All right.
But I'm the paternal grandfather. I guess that's right.
Okay.
And I hope the stuff behind me is not distracting or anything.
No problem. No problem. Okay.
I'm a
and,
military collector and my collection is behind me. So
and have said we're not officially getting started till 1:30, but have you talked with Jamie Elick? Jamie Elick was the attorney who was appointed for Christian.
yes, sir, I have. He's called me, and in fact, I talked to him, I guess, just yesterday
Okay.
for the second time.
Okay. All right. Well, you're in the right place. Like I said, it'll probably be another 40 minutes or so before we actually get started.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just hang out.
All right. Mr. Harrell, you look like you're back in your office. All right. All right, Mr. Harrell, are you still in Washington County or where are you at?
Yes, sir, I am. This is the first time I've used it on the phone, so I don't know if I'm doing anything right.
Okay.
I saw Mr. Van Orden's email that he's asking for a continuance
Oh,
because he's missing some witnesses. And so I'm just wanted to call in and say, I'm okay with that. I'd have no objection to a continuance if that's what you want to order.
okay. I had not seen that yet. So let me see if he
Came through right about noon.
Okay. Are you involved in another hearing up in Brenham now, or are you just?
We have a pretrial scheduled and there's negotiations going on. I think we're gonna have to get in front of the judge and at least make some arguments. I don't know how long it's gonna take. And so in abundance of caution, I was just trying to dial into this thing and just, like I said, I saw his, Mr. Van Orden said he's got a problem with some of his witnesses. So he was gonna ask for a continuance.
Okay.
I don't know. I would think you'd be in on that email list, but maybe not.
And he may have sent it, it might have gone to Karina. I don't know. Okay. Well, we'll get everybody else logged in here. So,
Okay.
is
I
there-
can come back if you're ready. I don't know where you're at with it. I'm at a break right now, so I was checking in.
okay. Okay. I guess, I don't know if you can stay connected and we,
Well, I can try.
we'll just text you or something when we're ready
Let
to
me
go.
go get in front of the window so you can see me. There we go. I can't see anything.
Okay.
At least I got light in my face.
Yeah, no, I can see and hear you fine.
So, yeah, I think I'm way early because this was scheduled for 2:30.
Correct.
So I don't know that anybody else is yet there, but I didn't know if y'all were in court or if you were in your office. I tried calling, got the voicemail. So I said, I'd just check in here and see what's going on.
Yeah, we had another one at 1 o'clock that we just finished up. So
I think that was Sarah's adoption.
yes.
Yeah, she's in on the case that we're in on now. So
Okay.
she came in and she's talking about that. So I can hang out or I can check back in a few minutes. And
Okay.
like that, I'm not sure exactly. We had an agreement and the ad litem's are having a problem with the agreement. And so, whether it's gonna be set for a jury trial or what, nobody knows. And, we don't think we're gonna have witnesses, but Casey thinks we're gonna have to get in front of the judge and at least make arguments.
Okay.
And I'm kind of, just along for the ride.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe just check back with us in a little bit and we'll see where we're at.
I'll do that. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
How do I leave?
Okay, I know earlier Mr. Harrell was here and he had to run into court, so we'll see if he joins us again.
Judge, I just got an email from Mr. Harrell.
Okay.
I believe he sent a copy to the court as well, saying, I'm going to have to ask for a continuance this afternoon, Judge, and he said he had no objection, but he would try to join later.
Okay, so say, Mr. Elick, did you get a copy of that motion for continuance?
I did, Judge, about not very long ago, but I got it.
Let's see, is Miss McCurley here? Don't see her. Okay. We'll call Miss McCurley and see if she got it.
I'm gonna go behind that kind of just a tad. Top, to get us. Yeah, just I'll tell you when. That's good. That's good right there.
What did I touch? Did I mess it
No,
up?
no need to mess it up.
Oh, you turned it on. That's
You
it.
turn it off?
Yes. Okay, Dan.
Hi, I'm trying to look
That's all right.
subpoena, but it says it's for February 23rd of 2021. I'm still waiting for the notice. I just wanted to.
Okay. Let me, I'll send you a link in a minute. We're getting ready.
That kind of pulls it.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, the appointment you had at 3, what is that exactly?
Okay,
I just wanted you to be.
Ms. Lozano, can you see if you can find a phone number for Carrie McCurley?
Who is she with?
She's the ad litem for the kids.
Okay.
You don't want to invoke the rule where everybody is going to testify, can't hear what the other one say. Okay. I don't know how easy that's going to be to do with this.
Oh, we got 2 more people. Let's see if one of these is her. Yep.
He can see it. He can see everybody on his screen.
Mhm.
And he's probably got a real big screen.
Okay. She just joined. Okay. I know Mr. Harrell may be another hearing since he said he didn't object. Let's just talk about the continuance first, I guess. So I guess Ms. McCurley, did you get the motion for continuance for Mr. Van Orden?
I just saw an email just a couple of minutes ago as I was logging on that he was going to file one, but I don't know if I've seen, oh, I have some e-filings, but I haven't opened them yet. But I don't have an objection to the continuance. I did see an email about it.
And we'll hear some grounds in a second here. Then Mr. Elick, what's your position on that?
Well, I hadn't had too much time to talk to my client, but I know that her mother, her aunt, her uncle, and herself are here, ready to go. And I know she's being the mother and the children being separated. I know she probably wishes to get this over with today, but I leave it to the court to do what you think is in your discretion to do.
And
Is that accurate? Yeah.
okay. And I could say that I haven't seen it yet. So, Mr. Van Orden, what's the basis of your motion?
Judge, I had subpoenaed 2 witnesses for the hearing. This obviously is a little more complex than normal and a little more serious an allegation. I'd subpoenaed a Dr. Abraham, who is available by link. And unfortunately, she is a teacher at the McGowan Medical School for UT Health. And she has a class at 3 o'clock today. I was calling her as an expert witness under Rules of Evidence 702, Your Honor, to help the trier of fact understand and determine a fact issue. I also had a nurse practitioner, Mary Senkel, also subpoenaed by agreement. She agreed to accept the subpoena. However, she's had a family emergency and she is out of town this afternoon and cannot participate. And of course, in Texas, nurse practitioners can diagnose and treat patients as long as they're under the doctor's supervision. She was under the supervision of Dr. Abraham. And so I was calling them both as witnesses, Your Honor, due to the nature of this case. And now I'm very limited with what I can present with Dr. Abraham based on her schedule. And I don't have my nurse practitioner, who was actually the person who was treating the child. And so my hands are tied in that sense, Judge. I can reset it any time next week. It's not for delay, Judge. It's just these are important witnesses, and I don't have one, and the other has problems being here this afternoon.
So, Ms. Lozano, do you want to see if there's some days next week that are available?
For how long? 2-hour hearing as well?
I'd say 2 hours, yes, ma'am.
There's not anything next week. Judge, can I come in the courtroom real quick?
Sure.
That's his coordinator, secretary judge. I like her. There's my calendar. That next one.
That's what she said.
Y'all want to take a look at your schedule on the morning of Tuesday, the 16th.
I think mine's good, but let me check with my secretary if I could just go down the hall real quick. Judge Jamie, I mean, 16th, that said 16th?
Tuesday, the 16th in the morning.
Okay.
And Judge, if it's helpful to all the parties, my witnesses said they could be available on Tuesday. That's a good day for them, and I'm available.
I'm double checking with my secretary, but I'll be right back.
I can make it work on the 16th.
What time?
They're saying that it'd be in the morning, so probably around 9. Are you serious?
Judge, that 16th is clear for me, Jamie Ely.
And I think Mr. Van Orden had filed some exhibits today. Did all the attorneys get the exhibits. So Mr. Elick, did you get those?
I hadn't looked. I filed 3 myself, but I don't know that I've checked to see what Mr. Van Ordner did. But I can certainly get them.
Well, since we're all here, I just want to make sure that it's received. Can you check and just to see if that
Let me
email-
get my secretary to look and see.
Judge, if it will make it any easier, the exhibit I filed was actually one of the doctor's letters, which was attached to the petition.
If it's that Dr. Simi Abraham's deal, I got that.
Okay.
Is that the only one?
That's the only one I found.
Okay, then I filed 3, Judge. He filed them.
I've got his, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. McCurley, did you get those?
It looks like I have 3 exhibits from Mr. Elick and then 1 from Mr. Van Orden. So I do believe I got them all.
Okay. And I'm assuming that Mr. Elick, are you going to object to his exhibit if he doesn't have a witness?
On Dr. Arnold?
Dr. Abraham?
Abraham, excuse me, sorry. I looked at the wrong one. I did have some questions of Dr. Abraham that, we're not going to do it today, right?
Well, I guess if nobody objects to the exhibits coming in without a witness, we probably could.
I do have a few questions. They wouldn't be long, but I hate to waive any cross-examination I might have of Dr. Abraham.
Okay. And so, Mr. Van Orden, you think the doctor and nurse practitioner, they're available Tuesday also?
That's what, well, the doctor told me she would be. Again, the nurse practitioner, I just got a message. She had a family emergency. She was out of town and couldn't attend. If necessary, Judge, I will simply go with the doctor if I know she's available. All right.
Okay. It's like 10 o'clock.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay. So how about, we'll go on the record in a minute, but like Tuesday, the 16th at 10 o'clock.
That sounds good for me, Judge, for my client.
Is everybody else who's here okay with that?
I can be available then.
Yeah.
I'll be available.
I don't know if I have Ms. Curry's contact information. I wish she may have filed it with some pleadings or something, but I'd like to get it so I could visit with her some about the case.
That Ms. McCurley, the ad litem?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe before we leave, can put the 2 of you in a breakout room so you can share that.
Okay.
Doesn't have to go over YouTube.
Okay. All right. we
Mr. Elick?
share- Yes.
Miss McCurley's email address is on that original email that I sent out. All the attorneys' emails are on that.
Okay. Let me see if I have it. I know you had that special deal where you had to put a code in. So let me see if I got the whole email when you sent it. Let's see here.
I do have an email for you, Mr. Elick. I can email you real quick and send you all my contact information.
Hey, that'd be great.
Okay.
You have my email? It's
I do.
okay. Yeah, would you?
I'll send it to you right now.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll go ahead and put this on the record and let Mr. Van Orden make his motion. So this is cause number 2021L7826 in the interest of Sadie Clayton, Graceland Clayton, and Weston Clayton. Mr. Van Orden, let me get you to announce.
Judge, I've asked for a continuance today based upon
Let's just go ahead and just announce the parties who are here for
Okay.
starters.
the department is here, Your Honor. The caseworker is here, and actually the doctor I just sent her a link. She said the link on her subpoena was not working. So I'm hoping she may show up in the next minute or so, and at which point, Judge, I'd ask that she be sworn to return.
Okay. And before we leave, we'll just have to send another email to that Zoom evite for Tuesday. But then Mr. Elick, if I get you to announce.
Jamie Elick representing Kristen Arnold, and we are ready, or we're here.
And Ms. McCurley?
Carrie McCurley, attorney ad litem for the children.
All right, and Mr. Van Orden, were any of the other people attending the Zoom meeting going to be witnesses today? Or does it? Do you
No,
want-
not for me, Your Honor. No, I was going to call the caseworker, the nurse practitioner, and the doctor.
Okay, and I see
Judge
Casa's here with Ms. Howell. Just go ahead and just state your name just to show you're here.
Okay.
Tracy Howell, CASA supervisor.
All right, so Mr. Van Orden, you have a motion?
I do, Your Honor. I'm asking the court to reset this matter until Tuesday, March the 16th at 10. My nurse practitioner who agreed to accept a subpoena by email has contacted our office and said she has a family emergency, will not be able to be here. And Dr. Abraham has a training at 3 o'clock that would disrupt her ability to be a professor for McGovern Medical School. And so she's kind of under a bind. But Judge, I think both of those witnesses are important, and certainly everyone would have the right to cross-examine them based upon the nature of this case. I'm asking that it be reset.
All right, and Mr. Elick, any objection?
None that other than what I told you earlier, Judge. I understand the situation, and I don't doubt the veracity of my learned counsel that you know, when you subpoena a witness that can't come, that does cripple your case. And not only that, I would like to swear in my witnesses as well for the next hearing.
All right, and then Ms. McCurley, any objection?
No objection, Judge.
All right, so we will grant the continuance and reset the case to Tuesday, March 16th at 10 o'clock a.m. And we'll send out the evite to everyone. So Mr. Elick, what witnesses do you have here today?
I've got my client, Kristen Arnold, and her mother. And I was going to tell the judge all their names. I have got them down here. Well, first, I'll just go here. Tell the judge your name.
Tina Cass.
And she's the aunt, maternal aunt of my client. Next,
Gina Conant. I'm the mother.
spell your name for the judge.
GenaConant.
And then your brother, the maternal uncle. Would you tell the judge your name?
Jason Gentry.
Jason Gentry? Okay. And all of y'all live in Sealy?
Yes.
And then Judge, my client's father is on Zoom too. And he's in his home, where is it?
Garrison, Texas.
Garrison, Texas. So, and if he'll swear in and he'll return, that'll be good.
Okay, that's Mr. Lorfing.
Jim Lorfing, yes, sir.
And Mr. Van Orden, do you have witnesses here today that you want to have sworn?
Judge, do you show that Dr. Abramson linked in yet? I can't see from my screen. It's Simi Abramson.
There is a Simi's phone.
Abraham. Excuse me?
There is somebody that says Simi's phone.
Okay, that's probably her, Judge.
That's me, Dr. Abraham. Yes.
Maybe I'll get in and see
Okay.
you.
All right. If I could have Dr. Abraham sworn in, Your Honor.
Okay, and then, whoops,
Dr. Abraham, I'm sorry.
yes.
Yes.
And so, Dr. Abraham, did you get the message that I know you have a class starting here in about 10 minutes, so
Yes.
we can continue this till Tuesday, March 16th at 10 o'clock? Will you be available then?
Yes.
Great.
Thank
Okay.
you, Doctor.
Mr. Van Orden, anybody else to be
No,
sworn?
that's the only witness I would need to have sworn in at this time, Your Honor.
And Ms. McCurley, anybody?
I don't have any witnesses, Judge.
All right, so if I could get then Dr. Abraham, Mr. Lorfing, Ms. Cass, Ms. Conant, and the mother, and then I guess, is it Jason? What was the last name again? You're muted, Mr. Elick.
His name is Gentry.
Okay, so I can get all those people to raise their right hands.
Here, I unmuted it.
No, raise your right hand.
You and each of you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're all here today and have been sworn in, and you're all instructed to return on Tuesday, March 16th at 10 o'clock a.m., and we'll continue the hearing at that point, and we'll send out the Zoom link to everybody. All right, so anybody else have anything today?
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
See you
you.
on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Oh, I guess he'll disconnect us.
Looks that way.
Any word from a state Supreme Court on when you're gonna be able to?
Well, they said we can start having in-person court, but we have to, let me mute myself here.